Hey yo, what is going on today, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, man, we have the Sorrow, aka the SC300 Toyota in this game today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. We're obviously on CarX right now. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, and I shall catch you guys after the intro. Alright, so obviously we are with the Sorrow right now, 290 horsepower, 370 newton meters of torque. This thing is very nice, man. I have to say, it's really nice. It's a nice car. It's nice and smooth on the gearing as well. The gearing's quite nice. Obviously, we are in the 2.10, I believe it is, update right now with Pacific Hills just dropping. Obviously, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there's been a lot of changes with like that, especially with fitment and what's it called, springs as well as a big one. Like for some reason all of my cars are like dumb slammed and the fitment's all off. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if they've changed anything or something's happened with it. I have no idea, but anyway, I always seem to find that whenever we get like a new update, they seem to mess something up with the tunes. So it's a bit odd, but it is what it is. Hopefully everything is or should be all okay. I have also found out that I can get more camber on the E46 now, so that's fire. I'm going to try and get that car to be finally slow, or slower, whatever. But yeah, no, like I say, we're not on that car right now. We are on the Sorrow. As I've said already, 290 horsepower with 370 newton meters of torque. Let's go ahead, jump straight into the build here. We've got 5 centimeters spring length on the front, and on the rear we have 4 centimeters on the back. Obviously your spring stiffness, your dampness, stiffness, rebound, everything like that, and also your front anti-roll bars and rear. Obviously those sort of things, you guys can have full control over that if you have a specific stuff that you like to run, a specific number that you guys like to run, whether it be stiffer or slightly loose. It depends what you guys want to run. If you guys want to change it, I don't, unfortunately. I only keep it as default. So it's completely up to you if you want to change yours or not. But yeah, no, if you like it to be a little bit stiffer than usual or a little bit softer than usual, then you can change that in the tune. That's absolutely fine, no problem at all. We're moving on to the front toe though. We are at 0.10 on the front toe and now negative 0.08 on the rear. On the front camber, we have a negative 13.01 degrees of front camber, which is obviously, by the looks of things, max. So be sure to push that slider all the way to the left. And on the rear, we have negative 11.02, which obviously is quite a lot of camber on the back there as well. Moving on to caster though, we've got 6.5 caster, 100% Ackerman angle, and 59 degrees of steering angle. Moving on to wheels now, we have 18 inches on the front and the back, 245mm tire width on the front and back, as well as 285 kPa tire pressure on the front and the back. 100 adhesion on the front wheels, 90 adhesion on the back. Obviously we want to keep our rear wheels spinning up, hence why we have 285 kPa tire pressure on the front and the back, and also on the rear wheel adhesion, dropping that down to make the car super damn slidey. Moving on to front wheel track width though, we have 8 on the front and 7 on the back. Something to quickly note about this though, if you guys are running a wide body, as you can see here, I am not, but if you guys are running a wide body, then be sure to double check the track width just to make sure that your wheel is sitting just underneath the fender. Obviously you don't want to keep it, you don't want to have it all the way out, and you don't want to have it like all the way in, because it will just look a bit weird. But yeah, no guys, be sure to sort that out so your fitment is on point. Moving on to front tire profile now, we are at 35% tire profile on the front and the back. Standard sort of thing out here, front tire profile. We always run about 35%, no matter what the build is, no matter what it is. We even run the 35% on the cargo. So no matter what it is, always 35%, unless it's a really small car. I have noticed that one of my cars, is because it's quite small, it only had like 20%, I think it was. So anyway. Moving on to the engine now, we have, like I said already, 290 horsepower with 370 newton meters of torque, which brings us to a 0% on the engine tune-up. Max torque is all the way to the left, 4,165 RPM, nice and easy for you guys. 7,555 RPM though on the rev limiter, so that's quite interesting. Obviously trying to get that 290. Turbocharger is a 0, nothing on the turbocharger, which means the turbocharger air pressure is non-existent. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's 0.9 or 0.0 because nothing's going to work with it because obviously our turbocharger is off. So anyway guys, moving on to transmission now, we have 1.00 on the diff lock-in ratio, which is a lock diff, so be sure to lock that diff. We've got final drive is a 3.00 on the final drive. First gear is 4.00, second gear is 2.25, third gear is 1.95, fourth gear is 1.55, fifth gear is 1.10, and sixth gear is 0.80. Now obviously something to quickly note here, your golden gear is the second gear, so be sure to drift about in second gear. Second gear will run pretty much everything, every track, doesn't really matter what it is. Obviously if you are running East Togue with the larger corners up at the back left of the map, obviously you can jump into a little bit of gear 3, which will give you a little bit more width on that corner if you want to, but Gear 2 is pretty much your golden gear for majority of the tracks, especially on Red Rock. Gear 2 works flawlessly, it's lovely. The only time you're ever going to jump into Gear 3 is right at the end of the main sort of drift track that everybody usually runs on West. I can't even say it now. On Red Rock. Yeah, that is pretty much it for that. Moving on now, obviously to brakes. We have the brake torque at 2,625 newton meters of torque on the brakes there. Front brake bias is at 60% and ABS is on. Now guys, if you push down on your trigger all the way and you have a heavy trigger finger, then be sure to lower your brake torque a little bit more, because obviously you want to be able to stick inside, stick in the tandem and also brake just enough so the person behind you doesn't have to full on brake check the other person, because obviously you don't want to be brake checking the person who's following you. But yeah, now guys, be sure to brake, make sure that your brakes aren't, fully stomped on when you do press them on. But yeah, then you should be all good to go. But anyway guys, this is pretty much it for the SC300 Sorrow tune for the insides and outsides. You know what's going on with this. Let's go ahead and start drifting. Alright guys, so here we are on Pacific Hills. We are currently outside the map there. Obviously everyone knows about the little police car you can push out the way, which is absolutely fire, man, because now we have all of this stuff to play with, which is out here, including the damn Spiral, man, which is absolutely fire. I love this map so far, man. I hope this is literally just a small taste of what we're going to be able to get inside of CarX Street, which everybody has been saying it, man. I'm pretty sure it is. Like, obviously being out the map and everything like that, they didn't put this stuff here for no reason. There's definitely a reason behind it. So at the moment, this sort of thing is getting me very hyped for CarX Street. Hopefully it'll be a sick game, man, but without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start drifting this car about, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, as I already said before, and I shall catch you guys after this run. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed that new track from us at TTDM, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It's a very nice track, man, very smooth. Apart from obviously the little quite difficult bit in the middle of the track going down where it dips down and then it comes back up again with a little bit of a jump drift there. It's not too bad, man. It's pretty good. It feels pretty good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you do want to, you can always, like I say, go back and relearn the track and try this out for yourself. It's a really awesome track. But yeah, no guys, that is it from the Sorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and a subscribe button, man. We're almost on the road to 550, I think it is, subscribers, man, which is crazy. So I really appreciate all the new guys that are coming in, guys or girls, coming into the channel and subscribing, man. I really appreciate all the support, man. Hopefully you guys keep that up. I really love it. Love to see it. If there's any more builds that you guys want to see, obviously I've still got the Evo build that somebody has suggested already. I've got to do that one. So if you have got any other builds you want to see, be sure to drop them down in the comments down below, so that way I know exactly what sort of builds you guys want to see, man. But yeah, no guys, that is going to be it from me today. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. Peace.